Will this be edited into a video? Is God gay? Yes and yes. But we're not ready to have that conversation. Alright, I've seen a lot of Seth's videos. I don't think I've ever seen his Deus Ex review, or as I like to call it, Dude Sucks. This is 6 years ago, and I feel like his editing and like humor has gotten a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and liked the video, go ahead and do so. Most of you who watch these videos aren't actually subscribed to the channel, so I'd love to see you again. Thanks.
Hey people, Seth here. Today, I will be covering an older game that, at the time, was considered the best conspiracy simulator on the market, Deus Ex. Looking back now, it was a scarily accurate prediction of a future. Despite being made a full year before the 9/11 attacks, Deus Ex depicted our world in 30 years as an authoritarian dystopia. In other words, they were 30 years off. In this bleak future, there's only the super...
Yeah, I mean, I think we got pretty, at least in the US, the US got pretty authoritarian the moment 9/11 happened. Because that's when the Patriot Act got passed, and we ended up having government officials use the massive corporations to spy on people and whatnot. And this started to sound a lot like Deus Ex Mankind Divided, which is the one that I played. I wanted to play the original one, but I never got around to it.
Super wealthy and the super fucking poor. The only food available is candy bars and soybeans. The only safe drinking water is orange soda, and 10 packs of cigarettes are now strong enough to kill you instantly.
Come on, only 10 packs? That's all it takes to kill you? Fucking pussy. Also, dude, yeah, I like how whenever the soy packet appeared on screen, he put like the Deus Ex guy, what's his name? JC Denton, there we go, JC Denton. I like how he put John Deus Ex soy pogging.
This reason, secondhand smoking is now the preferred method of postnatal abortion. Or, if you care about the environment and want a more eco-friendly...
Wait, is that a kid? You can kill kids in this game? And you can kill kids in this game by just exhaling secondhand smoke on their faces? Christ.
Solution, you could also try jabbing your ungrateful spawn with a cattle prod, then put them up for a...
By the way, this is how I... Damn it, dude, you stole my joke. Scarlette wrangling her bots. I was gonna say...
Also try
this is me wrangling my
your
chat.
Ungrateful spawn with a cattle prod, then...
Open parentheses, you deserved it, by the way.
Put them up for adoption in the ocean. Deus Ex is an amazing game, and I'm glad...
Yeah, by the way, that's also extremely accurate. After I'm done killing you in cold blood, I threw your body into the ocean like the Navy SEALs threw Osama bin Laden into the water.
People pushed me to replay it. You appreciate it more in your man-child years. Anyway, plot. You play as JC Denton. The JC stands for...
Jesus Christ, Denton.
You're one of 2 nano-augmented brothers trained from a young age to be elite agents of UNATCO, the United Nations Anti-Terror Coalition, which was founded after terrorists bombed the Statue of Liberty. And as
close enough. Hey, close enough. It wasn't the Twin Towers, but close enough.
expected, everybody thinks it was an inside job to justify...
Just like how Bush did 9/11. Can we stop pretending, by the way? Can we stop pretending that Bush didn't do 9/11? Thank you.
increased surveillance and create a supranational entity that...
Also, here's a real video of my mods deep throating each other on mod chat. Check it out.
Increased surveillance and create a supranational entity that could operate outside and above the jurisdiction of individual countries. This is nonsense. The true purpose of UNATCO is to protect you and all free citizens of the world from terror. A war on terror, if you will. Your job is to investigate, arrest, and kill terrorists across the world, but not talk to them, because that's how they get you. They get in your head. They start making you ask funny questions, and before...
Oh, so it's a core mechanic of this game. I know that in Mankind Divided, which is the one that I think I played. No, Human Revolution, which one was like the reboot. I played a little bit of like the reboot of Deus Ex, and it had like a pseudo RPG mechanic, but it didn't feel like that deep. It's not like Baldur's Gate, where if you do like a bunch of different stuff, you will get like properly different endings. Felt like the Deus Ex reboot, the Dude Sex reboot. Okay, like depending on what you do, you have like 2 or 3 endings, and that's kind of it. But it's more like an ARPG than this. Human Revolution was the reboot. Mankind Divided sound. I played the one before the sequel. I know there's like a reboot, Dude Sucks, and I played the first one, not the sequel.
Before you know it, bang! You're a liberal. If you shoot on sight and follow orders without question, you'll go far in UNAT.
Damn, so I'm a liberal apparently.
Also, the world is suffering an outbreak of infectious disease called the Grey Death, and the only
When did this game came out? 2000? How many fates has this game predicted since then?
cure for it is a vaccine called ambrosia. Well, it's not really a vaccine. A vaccine would treat you, not temporarily halt progression for 48 hours. Did I mention there's not enough vaccine to go around? But just enough to make sure the most important members of our society get it, namely
Wow. Don't worry about it, smile. Dude. What is called, World Health Organization be like that us? Winky face?
bureaucrats, politicians, and
Damn. I assured you I did not pre-watch the video.
any person with wealth and influence. That's quite a coincidence, isn't it? But don't think on it too much. That's for philosophers. Don't be one of those Greek homos. Problem is, these terrorist groups keep stealing shipments of ambrosia. And Lord forbid, if ambrosia gets into the hands of a poor, I'm gonna have a stroke. It's not a pretty world, JC, but we all gotta make sacrifices. Some more than others. A lot more than others. Anyway,
Oh,
I won't
boy.
spoil too much of a story for you, but let's just say that in Deus Ex, the ruling elite control all of the banking, communications, and biotech industry.
Huh. Really gets the old noggin jogging, huh? It's the old gears grinding. Rather, well, I mean, I guess in a sense, my gears were grinding throughout the 2020 and 2021. So, that's not what I meant to say, but then, we're gonna roll with it. What parody? Yeah, where's the parody? Yeah. Guys, I was starting to think that Deus Ex is not like a critique, and more like simply a historical retelling of what happened, or what's about to happen, I guess.
They were all in a happy agreement.
Did
It's
the
the
sound
bank
go?
spoil too much of a story for you, but let's just say that in Deus Ex, the ruling elite control all of the banking, communications, and biotech industries. They were all in a happy agreement.
When this is a work of fiction stuff's fictioning, kind of reminds me of like that little meme that goes around all the time where it's like, oh yeah, all those things that Alex Jones said that were like kind of crazy, and they are, by the way, to be fair. Like Alex Jones is actually insane with some of the things that he says, but every so often, like he'll land like a slam dunk, Alex Jones is funny because, let's say, for every like 4 things that he says, he gets like 2 of them right. And on a good day, he might get 3. And that's what it gets scary. That's what it's like, that's kind of fucked up. Broken twat is right twice. Yeah. Like, listen, I don't hate the guy. I just think he's funny. But it's like, kind of weird. Like a broken clock is right twice a day, sure, but kind of weird that he was right twice at least,
Exploit and steal from everybody else. It was harmony. It was peace. Then one of them said, "We have an incurable virus. Why the fuck do we need the rest of you?" And now they are no longer in a happy agreement. Every secret society, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergs, the
Oh, boy.
Rothschilds, the Bogdanovs, Wu-Tang Clan,
Rest in peace. Wait, I will not accept Wu-Tang Clan slander.
and they're all in complete turmoil. And
No.
it's
I am not accepting this Wu-Tang Clan slander. Okay? Seth, I love you, but come on, man.
all a grand conspiracy for control of the modern world, for enacting a new world order. Unfortunately, you're caught up in the middle of all this, and like it or not, your choices and actions will shape the world,
Don't think I won't report this.
for better or worse.
By the way,
Dr. Disrespecty, like,
stay out of the ladies' restroom. That kind of activity embarrasses the agency more than it does you.
Gameplay. It's very good. There's a fuck ton of controls, but they're very good controls. In case you have lost your keyboard since the last video, I recommend getting a new one. The UI records absolutely everything. It's fantastic. You can even add your own notes. Skills are self-explanatory, and as intelligent gamers, you will receive no explanation. Throughout the game, you get assigned to missions from UNATCO, but each location is pretty open, forcing you to investigate and fulfill side objectives in order to progress the main story. You get rewarded for exploration constantly, so there's no reason not to do it. Strangely, the NPCs of Deus Ex have a habit of dropping iPads everywhere containing their banking details and not changing their recovery passwords.
man.
Throughout my playthrough,
80-year-old boomers be like, where did I leave that again?
I have encountered not a single person who gives a shit about their financial well-being, leading me to believe that NPCs in this game are actually quite realistic depictions of people living in the first world. Let's talk about setting. Most of your missions send you out to cities. Then you head back to the UNATCO base on Liberty Island. It's actually really nice to visit UNATCO headquarters in between missions. This is pretty much your home.
So
You can
UNATCO Island is based on the base of the Statue of Liberty? Because it kind of looks like the Statue of Liberty on the inside. A little bit. So, but when someone drops their entire identity on the ground, yeah, dude, 80-year-old boomers be like, where did I leave my wallet again?
Talk with your boys, break into closets, hack everyone's computer, and get sexual
Wait,
harassment charges.
Let me read that real quick. The Ukrainians and Lilith, the Ukrainians and Lithuanians are goyim, made by God to serve on their Polish overlord farms. What is cocoons? Need to remember their place. This is hey, I haven't played Dude Sex, but I kind of think that this was not in the actual game, huh? What is this word though? Okay.
Everyone's computer.
Damn. Okay, Seth. My bad.
And get sexual harassment charges from HR.
I've already reported you once.
I'm not gonna do their joke. I was gonna do the joke. I'm not gonna do their joke.
We only recruit the best of the best to keep you safe. As Denton, you can use different tools to meet your objectives, depending on whether you want a loud or stealthy entrance, a trigger-happy or non-lethal solution. At the start of a game, you can even choose a starting weapon. Of course, the only correct option is the Gep gun for silent takedowns. You can equip yourself with whatever you can get.
Wait, how is that a silent takedown? The fuck is a Gep gun? That sounds like it would have been really loud. It turned into a red mist. That poor kid should have done it anyways.
Your hands up.
Listen, if I see the opportunity again, I'll do it.
Some examples are cattle prods, pepper sprays, and Chinese nanoblades that refold themselves 1,000 times each second just to flex on the Japanese. You get most of your weaponry by stealing shit from other people. You are a bionic superhuman. They can't stop you. Sometimes you'll be forced to pay.
Damn, so this is a Chicago simulator? God damn. You just kill people, steal their weapons, and then you go on with your life? Damn.
Pay for certain items or services. This is rarely a problem, since you can get most of your credit.
If there's no one left to make a noise, it's silent. Well, but that implies that you killed yourself as well. Never kill yourself, okay? Never kill yourself.
Credits by hacking ATM machines. Shooting in Deus Ex isn't so much about speed. It's about waiting in a corner for your aiming reticle to shrink small enough to actually hit your targets. Without training, this takes about a year. With training, this still takes about a year. For this reason, the stealthy approach is much more satisfying. You peek out behind corners, and then you shoot people with tranquil.
Realistically speaking, that's actually probably a more realistic way to do shooting in a video game, because in real life, it's really hard to hit like a moving target if you don't aim it first, even if you're good with your draw. Like you have to do so much practice to be able to just like land quick shots on somebody without missing your shot.
Equalizer darts, and then you
No, it doesn't take that long, but
run
still.
away as they scream and pass out.
By the way, did you see what happened to the soldier we sent into the statue? He turned up unconscious.
No, sir. Friendly fire?
Not so friendly, I'm afraid. I have opened an investigation. Dismissed.
Just be careful, because sound travels.
Yeah, I wonder who did that friendly fire.
In this game, and if you accidentally drop a soy packet on the ground, the seismic tremors it creates will set off every alarm on the level. For more
Honestly, that's also kind of realistic. I kind of hate video games where like you do a takedown on an enemy, there's like another enemy like 2 feet from you, but he doesn't hear the blood curdling screams from his neck getting snapped in half by Solid Snake or whatever. Yeah, I think even in Metal Gear Solid, like, they don't hear you. At least in Metal Gear Solid, they're a bit better about the visibility lines. But, like, I hate it when in stealth games, you, like, murk somebody. There's, like, a guy right besides him, and they don't hear shit. Like, they don't even hear the struggle or whatever, nothing. It's like they're actually deaf.
Lethal solutions? You could just use a gun, but what's the fun in that? As a nano-augmented god, you can crush people by the sheer weight of your thighs.
Damn.
GC Thick Denton fills his victims with terror in their last breathing moments. There's plenty of
You can Goomba stop. Holy, what is this?
other augmentations you can install, which take up mutually exclusive slots on the body. No matter what you pick, they're all pretty useful, and upgrading them only makes their powers more ridiculous. Throughout the story, you go to a variety of locations and speak to a huge number of people. Even unimportant side characters usually have several lines each, and the dialogue itself is fantastic.
I heard that he was a frequent visitor to this compound. Do you know him?
The rumonos path is closed to Guilos.
JC's perpetual
That seemed weird. Is that his arm
The
flipping through a grenade launcher? That seems a bit weird. It's an SMG. It's supposed to be a vector. It's based on a vector. Wait, are vectors that big?
rumonos path is closed to Guilos.
JC's perpetual autism also adds to the mood of the game. He's so dead
Yo, we need Scar to squeeze it with her thighs. Dude, you're not ready. I'm working on an update on the model. It's not gonna be that great of an update or whatever, but you're not ready. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be like animating my thighs for this update. You're not ready for this, dude. You're not ready.
deadpan and emotionless that he turns serious conversation into unintentional black comedy.
Oh my god, Daddy!
What a shame.
He can't really be. There must be something we can do.
Early 2000s voice acting is so good. Oh my god, Daddy. Dude, I'm pretty sure he just shot Sandra's dad with a Barrett 50 caliber. He's saying, oh my god, Daddy, as your dad's entire head exploded like a pumpkin.
What a shame.
And all your protagonist says is what a shame. As if he didn't just do this right now. Oh man.
He can't really be.
What do you mean he can't really be? He has no head. It's over. It's actually over, man. What do you mean? He really can't be. Just look at the floor. You're going to see your father's headless body over there, man.
There must be something we can do.
He was a good man. What a rotten way to die.
What a
As the
rotten way
story
to die.
develops and UNATCO gradually gets infiltrated by clandestine organizations,
Let her be, she's in denial. I think she's happy that her dad died. Something tells me that she's about to get like a really fat check from life insurance. I don't think she's actually sad. I don't think she's in actual denial.
you can uncover a lot more about the plot by being inquisitive. There's a huge fuck ton of lore spread throughout minor characters, computer terminals, newspapers, and books. As you learn more, you can start putting the pieces together, find out who's pulling the strings, and practice your Latin. Also, this game
Jesus.
predicted
Wait,
nuclear
practice my
war
Latin.
between
Let's see
India
this.
and practice your
Mira, Luid, necesitas cam vincere, vincere. Nil aliud, or nil aliud. Is it that? Nil aliud or nil alid? Necesitas cam vincere, cam vincer. I think this is cam, like U-A-N. I think that's cam, vincer. That's probably been said.
Latin. Also, this game predicted nuclear war between India and Pakistan. They're only 1 year away from becoming a superpower.
Damn, this video was in 2019 because he said a year away from becoming a superpower, and they still have, like, I don't think they have nuclear capabilities yet. Jesus Christ.
Lord help us all. Real talk, searching carefully and reading everything pays off big. It can even let you completely bypass some of the hardest fights in the game. By modern standards, Deus Ex has the graphical fidelity of blurry vintage pornography, but it
Oh,
is completely
gross.
functional. However, if it's still an eyesore for you, you can try GMDX or the Deus Ex revision mod. They both make it very pretty. The
Whoa.
sound design is great. Everything sounds clear and crisp, which makes the world feel genuine and authentic.
Whoa.
Sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
That's not true. That's not true. Listen, I don't know. This is 2030, but like this is gonna be not true even in 2030. I've had vending machines where I input one drink and it gives me something else entirely. How do I know this? Because I solely buy water from those vending machines. And I've had vending machines where I am so in shock that it gave me not what I wanted, that I put another $1 in it. I asked for water again and it didn't give me again what I wanted. This bitch is full of it.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I like orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
The music tracks are nice too. I sometimes keep the UNATCO
I'm
conversation
on Gunther's side on that one. I'm on Gunther Herman's side on that one.
theme playing when I'm calling with the shareholders.
I want big giant cocks.
Deus Ex
My mod Discord leaked, my bad.
is wonderful, and it doesn't take too long to finish. It may very well be the definition of a perfect game. I give it an excellent out of however many children I tased during my playthrough.
My dad says you can't get anywhere if you can't keep a secret.
Your dad was right. No, keep this a secret, kid. Or will be the last thing I do to you. Or rather, yes.
So please, give it a shot.
Hell,
It's
to feast on them and then whack them.
very cheap, and it still goes on sale from time to time. It's not for everyone, and by that I mean, if you are an illiterate, subhuman troglodyte, and you've somehow managed to evade the special needs wrangler long enough to watch this video, well, firstly, that's actually very impressive, good job, but you might not enjoy this game as much. But if you are capable—
Damn, so everybody in chat can't play this game. Because I'm the special needs wrangler for all of you. Damn.
of having an attention span, you'll find a plot that captivates you from start to finish, with moral and ethical questions raised that leave you in a slightly higher state of being. Of course, Deus Ex takes a very extreme view of the future, but you must remember that with each
Extreme, are you sure about that? Extreme, are you sure about that one, Seth?
day we do not question or challenge our leaders, extreme becomes absurd, absurd becomes implausible, and implausible becomes a reality.
What is it, mister? I'm really hungry.
You don't look that bad. Tell me what you know about the NSF.
I knew it. Someday the NSF is going to win, and I'm gonna give them your description with your stupid shades, and they're gonna kick your ass.
As always, more videos to come, so stay tuned. It will also be much more upbeat. Don't worry, a warm thanks to the many members of the Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos.
Oy vey.
You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, that's a lot of Patreons, even 6 years ago. Holy. Oh, I see the
How are
end.
the drinks here?
Great if you like red peas.
Never tried it.
That'd be great if he like rubbed his. Oh man, that was good. I like Seth. I've seen his stuff before, but I didn't see this review. I think my first Seth video was like War Thunder one a couple of years ago, but then that was good. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.